In order for me to really make things better for our patients, I need to do research.
I was treating patients with cancer in those days, and it made me think that we could improve the situation.
It's nice when you're a clinician researcher that you can take care of patients and then do research that actually helps many more patients.
It's important for doctors to do the research. They know what are the problems that patients will encounter. They know what are the better ways of doing things for patients.
We really believe that we want to make a difference for our patients and for the people we care for.
My name is Kaden. I am 10 years old.
I'm Area Studies teacher Kai. I am 7 years old. Why is it important for doctors to do research?
It is very important for doctors to do research, firstly because they know the disease very well. They are specialists in that particular field and therefore they have very deep insights into the research that they are wanting to do. They know what are the problems that patients will encounter. Whatever research they do, it is highly relevant to the clinical problem at hand. They know exactly what needs to be done and what are the better ways of doing things for patients.
Do you feel like having two jobs as a doctor and a scientist is difficult?
It is challenging. I have to balance the time. It is very exciting as well. But when we do the research in the lab, I get to treat the patient with my own discovery. I have the chance to see the whole process, to be actually involved in the discovery, in the learning, as well as applying it to the patient. We need medicines to actually change the disease process so that they can become more normal. Cancer is one of the most common chronic disease that we have. Cancer is like a very clever soldier. They can hide, they can shield themselves. It's a race. The cancer can evolve. Researchers also have to keep up the pace with them so that we can find better and better treatment.
Right now, I am going to call a doctor who is far away from home. How do you become a clinician scientist?
It's many years of training. After medical school, I just realized that I really like finding out new ways to understand disease and help patients. So after doing my clinical training and becoming a doctor, I still had to do another 6 more years to become a cardiologist. And then I became a subspecialist, and at the same time I did clinical research. I got a master's degree and a PhD. The thing I love about doing clinical research is that I get to work as a team. And the thing about research these days, it's a team sport. It's so important for us to be connected, not just with people in our own country, but outside our country and from across the world, because medicine is really something that's very global. So what we have in Singapore is we are leading a big study across 11 countries in Asia. And we are studying heart disease there. But now I'm here in Europe because I want to compare the things that I've seen in Asia to what the Europeans see here too. And from that to really understand heart disease better.
Wow, these doctors are so busy. I need to find out what a clinician scientist does on his off day.
I'm cooking some pasta. Would you like to help me prepare the dish?
Okay. Does cooking relax you?
Yes, it does. It's one of my favorite hobbies.
So is cooking like being a clinician scientist?
In a way, you do experiment with different kinds of ingredients and try different things, and sometimes the outcomes can be quite unexpected.
So what made you become a clinician scientist?
For me, as I work as a doctor, I realized that if you really want to help patients and help patients and the family, you need to be able to work with a group of people, different people with different skills, scientists, researchers, doctors, to try to bring them together to address difficult questions or difficult problems. Working with different companies, we are able to bring an idea, a concept, to develop it eventually into a drug. To create a drug to be used by patients, you require a huge team of people working together.
If I want to be a clinician scientist, I will need a mentor. What are you saying to these doctors?
We were discussing about a patient who came for a clinical trial this morning.
Many doctors have one job, but you have 3 jobs: doctor, scientist, and teacher. How do you do that?
You need to proportionate some time for seeing patients, but at the same time, you must spend some time doing research and some time to teach the next generation of doctors. All these activities are important. Well, I tell young doctors that they have great potential and that they should use their energies and their efforts to help to improve the lives of patients. They should be involved in research to bring the next new generation of treatments to patients.
Thank you, doctor, for answering my questions.
You're welcome, Kaden.
Wow, clinician scientists are so busy.
They have very little time to play, but they can help a lot of people by inventing new medicines. I want to hear what you think about clinician scientists. Like this video if you think we should grow up to be clinician scientists, or like to show your support for clinician scientists. Hurry please, I may be 10 now, but before you know it, I'll be 25.